Okay, hello everyone, and welcome to the winter game of Mouse Guard. I'm joined, as always, by Jordan playing Jasper, Quinn playing Fat Finn,
Hello.
and Jonathan playing Darrow.
Yeah.
I'm
Yep.
your dungeon.
Now.
Huh? Okay. I am your dungeon master, Harper. And so last we left off was the fall session. You guys reapplied the scent border at a particular point to keep predators out of the mouse territories.
Yeah. There was a big, scary, winged beast.
Yes. You dealt with a large black
Don't say its
owl,
name.
great horned owl,
Yeah.
which you guys managed to escape by the skin of your teeth. Successfully made your way back to your hometown, to Finn and Jasper's hometown of Spruce Tuck, and now winter has been fast approaching, and you guys have made your way back to Lockhaven, the castle fortress city of the Mouse Guard.
Got a sweet bow.
Yes. Yes, and two of you have bows now. So the way it's supposed to work is that I actually give you guys the option to do a winter mission. It's like you can do a winter mission or you can chill at Lockhaven. I don't want to do a winter mission. I don't think you guys should do a winter mission.
Roger.
Plus, it's a fun little RP experience because this isn't going to be it's going to be very different from all our games before, and I think we should explore that.
Yeah.
And also, I'm going to grab your character sheets real quick. There we go. Okay. So. So winter in Lockhaven. There's a bunch of things we're gonna do in a particular order. But for the most part, it is a time where you guys aren't going on missions, unless those missions are very important and Gwendolyn, the matriarch of the Mouse Guard, needs to send people out, such as if they get word that a particular town was struck very badly by something, or they've run out of food, so you need to run supplies over there, or help, do whatever, or to run very important messages that just cannot wait. It's that kind of stuff, very important, it's snowing, but we need to do it. Or maybe wait until the snow is done. But yeah, otherwise, you guys chill, and this is not a time for you to completely relax. It's more relaxing than being out on the road all the time, but this is also a time where you train.
Training's good.
Yes.
So the first thing that happens is, we'll play that out. The three of you, returning from your successful missions in the last 3 seasons.
Sorry, I dropped my keyboard. I'm sorry.
You guys are walking along the road, the chilly air blowing across your fur. Darrow, Jasper, and Fat Finn. Your cloaks kind of billowing in the breeze for those who have them. And Tuttle is flying alongside you. And you've got the beetle from your cart.
Yeah. Tuttle. Yeah. And the beetle, which we haven't named, by the way.
You can give him one.
Jimbo Jones.
I was going to say Jeremiah. But we should get a bullfrog and name him Jeremiah.
The bullfrogs will eat mice.
Yeah, they will do that. They have really sharp teeth, too.
Okay. So then, no bullfrog.
I'm going to say no.
I wouldn't recommend it.
All right. Jimbo Jones it is.
We don't have to be. It doesn't have to be Jimbo. It could be just Jones or Jimbo. Jimbo.
Jimbo. It's Jimbo.
All right. I've written that down. If you guys ever need a pack animal ever again, Jimbo is.
Yeah.
Jimbo is the one who sent. But yeah, so you guys make your way to the front gates, and you see there's two mice with pole arms at the front gate that is open, and you can see some other trades mice, and you recognize these mice as Sally and Norbert. Norbert's like, good. You're near the last of the patrols. Better get up and make your reports, eh?
Yeah.
This is a normal thing. You guys have to report to Gwendolyn.
Yes. Let us report to Gwendolyn.
Good you got here when you did. Snow is going to be coming soon.
Yep. You don't have to tell me that.
You guys make your way up the towers of Lockhaven, which I believe we have a picture for Lockhaven, don't we? We have a pretty neat picture of like this big old castle. Let's see if I can find that for you guys real quick. Lockhaven. 174 or 18. Okay, those are two very different things, book. Yeah, there we go. That's what I want.
Ooh.
Okay. Very pretty.
Yeah. You guys make your way up to Gwendolyn's tower. And you see there standing the matriarch, this white furred mouse with a blue cloak, and her staff. Or does she have a halberd or a staff? Oh, she might be wielding. Well, if it's a staff, I don't know. Okay. No, okay, not a staff. So yeah, there's a halberd hanging on a weapons rack. It's her planning room. There's a map of the territories. There's all kinds of books lying around. Good.
Okay.
Finn, you have returned.
Yes.
And your patrol is intact, I see.
Yes.
That is a garbage truck. I'm going to fucking close my goddamn door. Alright. Good. I expect full reports on everything you've accomplished in this past year.
All right. And I go into extreme detail.
All right. Well, we'll get to that.
Okay.
And which part of that was that? I don't know. We'll get to that. Think about blah blah blah. Okay, it's like we'll get to that in due time. For now, your rooms have been prepared, and she tells you where in the castle to go. It's like rest up. You, Darrow.
Yeah,
Jasper.
Mom.
Hmm?
Yeah, Mom.
Okay. It's like in a minute of my brain. It's like no, that would be the thing. Okay. It's like. Actually, Darrow, you may stay. Jasper, you may depart us. Go get yourself some lunch.
Okay.
Tuesday.
Go and get myself some lunch.
Huh?
I said I go and get myself some lunch.
Yeah, you go and get yourself some lunch.
I find a sunflower seed.
Yeah.
Lunch of champions.
Gwendolyn looks to you too, and it's like, well, how did he do?
He did well. He did well. I forgot my voice.
The lad's a good kid.
He is. I believe it is almost time.
The ceremonies will commence in some time, as usual.
Well,
Yes.
You know my stance on it. As far as I'm concerned, the kids earned it.
Yes.
I will read through your reports, and I have no doubt that they will back up your words.
Yes, they will. You should read the part about the very brave act that he performed when he gave up his sword.
Then you had better get to writing.
Okay.
I would also
so I can, and she has a ledger there. It's like, so I might send it over. What color did you choose for the cloak? And that's where we're gonna cut out of the scene because it's still gonna be a surprise.
get wrecked.
Right. Huh?
I said, get wrecked.
We gave you the poopy brown cloak of poopiness.
The cloak is like a burlap
It's a
sack,
potato
but only
sack.
one half
Yeah,
of
it's
it.
just a potato sack. Yeah.
Someone did it like they didn't even make it nice. It's just like cut with really crappy scissors. It's frayed ends.
Yeah.
Only the
Thanks,
best.
guys. We made it ourselves.
We let the dung beetles make it for you.
So the first thing is rest and recover. Guards get leave when they return to Lockhaven in the winter, and the people of the city bring them gifts in the form of food and drink. Gwendolyn pays guardmice their wages. There is much eating, drinking, and sleeping. If your nature is taxed, you may restore it to its current maximum. I don't think you guys taxed your natures a lot, and I didn't put you in a lot of situations where you needed to. So that one, not a big deal.
Yeah.
Fat Finn does get a lot of food.
Yes.
You all get food. You all get much delicious food. And I think during this time, like, it's a wintry time in a big ol', like, a lot of these places are connected by this just being virtue of being in this big old castle. And I think there's a lot of like common rooms where people chill in front of like the fireplace, and their guards mice are swapping stories about like the adventures they had out on the road. And all the things you hear, I don't think anyone has a story quite as terrifying or astounding as your guys' encounter with the great horned owl.
Yeah.
It was awful, honestly.
We barely escaped with our lives. And that's true.
I'm in the back just nodding sagely.
All right. So yeah, you guys share the story of the Black Death on wings,
Yes.
as it comes known to be called. One thing.
Jasper and be like, that was the owl.
What?
I point out his scars, Jasper's scars. And I'm like, that was the owl. Talons so fierce, beak so pointy. We almost died. The boy almost died. Yet we are good mice, and we fought, and we ran, but we didn't die.
Jesus, you do really write heavy.
I'm sorry.
Continue. I'm just erasing some stuff on your guys' sheets, and you can do the same on your thing. You can keep telling the story. The second thing, not everyone has a birthday in winter, but this is a good time. You all age up by 1 year.
Oh,
Right?
How much was I? I was 43.
We're all older, maybe a little wiser, maybe not a little
Jasper
wiser.
is now 16.
oh my God, you're a baby.
Darrow is 41.
Yep.
I am 44 now.
And Jasper is 16.
Was I? It says on my age 46.
Yeah, I think I couldn't tell the difference between like a 6 or a 0 on your sheet,
Okay.
but luckily we have the birth years
Oh, brilliant.
next to those, and Fat Finn's is actually like 3 years before yours.
Okay, brilliant.
So I think you were 40.
41 then.
And Fat Finn was 43. So I realized that after the fact.
Okay.
After I'd already sent those pictures, and I was like, okay, it's not too big a deal.
That's fine.
So during the winter, Gwendolyn wants her guard mice to stay sharp, as I said. Practice is mandatory for guard mice wintering in Lockhaven. So you guys get to practice 3 skills. You can note, so whenever you practice one of these, you get to note a test for advancement. You may choose a fail or a pass as needed. If that fills an advancement requirement, you can increase the skill to its next rating. So here are the 3 things you must do. You get to practice 1 patrol skill. That's any of the ones listed already on your sheet, like fighter, healer, hunter, instructor, pathfinder, any of the ones that are on the sheet without.
Okay.
So actually, you guys, I wrote them all down on the stupid sheet. Or no, I did a picture thing. So the ones that are like not the same font. Let me see what I fucking did. Because I'm realizing, like, shit, I had to send you guys pictures.
Yeah, no, the ones that you wrote are different fonts.
Yeah, the one I wrote that's in a different font. Okay, that is pretty obvious.
Yeah.
So, the ones that were already on the sheet, fighter, hunter, healer, instructor, pathfinder, scout, survivalist, weather watcher, orator, deceiver, and persuader. Those are patrol skills. You get to practice 1 non-patrol skill. So, one of the ones that you guys wrote down, and then I wrote down on the picture. And then you get to practice 1 skill you don't have. It can be a completely new skill or a skill you're trying to learn. And look through the skill list and choose one that interests you. It can be a patrol skill or a wise or anything.
Oh, wow.
You don't have the list, though.
Huh?
You don't have the list.
I will read you the list.
Oh, no. I have to write it now.
No, we don't have to do that. I'll just go, like, tell me when you hear something interesting.
Okay.
So let's start with the patrol skills. What does... Let's start with Darrow. What does Darrow want to practice?
Gosh, what do I need to advance?
Let me check advancement. Is it you have to do all of them? I don't remember.
Do I have to fail?
You have to have number of passes equal to the rank, and fail test equal to 1 minus the rank.
1 minus the rank?
Yeah, well, the rank. 1 less than the rank.
Less than the rank.
1 less than the rank. Okay. The closest thing for you to leveling up, Jonathan, is your scout.
Okay.
You have 3 passes in that, but you have no failures.
I'll fail in that.
Yeah, you get a failure in scouting. So, John, I think Darrow wants to practice his scouting in the wintry stuff around Lockhaven. He practices hiding in the snow in preparations for future winter missions.
Right.
And then that backfires, and Darrow comes into... I think you guys all share a room, like, or at least like a small little apartment thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Where you're all connected. And you guys see Darrow come in one day.
And he's just
And
shivering.
immediately, like, takes blankets.
Please don't ask.
I will bake you some warm bread.
All right. That's appreciated. Honestly.
Yeah,
Deja vu.
I think he got caught out in the snow a little bit longer than he intended to. After a surprise whirlwind of snow or something.
Should have seen it
But
coming.
he's made it back safe.
Yeah.
Fat Finn.
Yes. What do I need to level up? Like that's a good question for all of us, I think.
Yes, of course. Let's see. Okay, so most of the things you have are fighter. You have 4 passes in fighter. You have 0 failures.
Yeah. Do I have any
and then,
failures in anything else?
Yes. You have. So for the. You don't have anything marked for a lot of these other ones. But in Pathfinder, you have 1 pass and 1 fail.
Okay.
And it is a rank 3 skill. And then you have 1 pass in Survivalist.
I'm not going to be able to
You're not going to be able
up
to advance anything, but you can add to it.
I'm never going to be able to, like, I'm not going to fail that much.
It could happen, but you could put a fail in there if you want.
I mean, I could.
I do think level 7 is as high as you can get it, though.
Yeah, that's why I'm like,
looking at this thing. There are
fighter.
only 6 bubbles.
Yeah.
And then there's 5 bubbles for fails. 7 is your max.
Yeah.
But if you could max it up, oh, holy shit.
Yeah.
You're pretty darn good in fighting. Maybe focus on something else.
That's what I'm thinking. Okay, hold on.
Yeah,
maybe
you can put it into
focus on chef.
Yeah, a talking
That's
one.
a different thing.
One of the ones you have Survivalist, Weather Watcher, Scout, Pathfinder, Instructor, Hunter, Fighter, Orator, and Persuader.
I might do I might do, let me see. Actually, come back to me.
Okay. Jasper. So to tell you if there's anything close to leveling that you would like. Alright, Pathfinder is doing quite well. You had enough to level up in Pathfinder. I believe by the rules. So your Pathfinder is now 3.
That's grand.
And we're going to go ahead and mark a failure because that's 1 carried over. I believe, if that can be believed, your Scout also would have leveled up. I believe that was from the fight with the owl. Your Scout and Pathfinder leveled up. So they're both 3 now. With 1 failure in Pathfinder.
Okay.
Let's see. Okay. So the things you're close to getting, you don't have anything in Fighter or Instructor, which is fine because you're not supposed to have Instructor. No, wait, that's one of the skills you don't have. And you currently have nothing in Scout or Persuader. You have 1 failure in Pathfinder. You have 2 successes in Hunter and no failures in Hunter. So Hunter, I think, is the most advanced one right now.
Okay, I think I will put a failure in Hunter.
1 failure in Hunter. All right. Yes, you go out and you try to. You are, I think, practicing on a dummy that's out in the yard. Like, I think they have some dummies that are not at all like the real thing. Like, they're made of like springs and bits of wood, of like perhaps like a kind of bird, or like a big old frog. And there's one like really dumb looking one that's like a weasel that people have drawn on. And so you are spending your time practicing with your sword against these dummies. And Darrow and Fatfin, you two are like watching him down in the yard from an upper window as he's practicing becoming more ferocious. Next up, your non-patrol skill.
Before we get to that, for my patrol skill,
Yes.
I think I'm gonna do either instructor or pathfinder. But I think I'll do instructor.
Okay.
Or
We're both
You
pretty
orators.
good on. We're both pretty good on Pathfinder.
yeah, I think I'll skip pathfinder and do orator or instructor.
Okay. Which one?
Let's do instructor.
All right. Instructor is a good one because basically a help one for whenever you don't really have a skill that
Right.
or like when someone else is doing a skill, you can use instructor to help them.
So I will. What do I have in that?
You have we've never used instructor.
Okay. I'll do a fail in that then.
All right. Your non-patrol skills now.
Okay.
So that's one that you have that is not a patrol skill. For Darrow, that is cook, boat crafter, and apiarist.
Goodness.
So you get to choose one of those and
Okay.
level it. Was that a survival check or an apiarist? You made a check to get the B,
Yeah.
and you did. There's nothing marked there, so I'm giving you a pass on apiarist.
You know what? What do I got in Boatcrafter?
In boat crafter, you have 2 successes and no failures. So if you added a failure, your boat crafter would go up.
I'm going to do that.
All right. Your boat crafter skill goes up to 3.
I couldn't be happier. I'd like to thank the Academy.
So many boats, guys. Yeah, no, you spent some time in the Mouse Guard archives, like doing some research on more stuff about boats. I think you do a little woodworking and some tests with like a little bowl in your room filled with water.
Brilliant.
Kind of like, yes.
Yes. I managed to put a ship in a bottle.
Yeah.
Yep. Just like,
All right, and then Jasper, you have, no wait, Fatfin is next. I'm gonna change your guys' order real quick for me, because I'm going across by who's where on my screen.
yeah.
Fatfin, you have Lore Mouse, Baker, and Archivist.
Yes. Do I have any passes or fails?
Yeah, you have 1 pass and 1 fail in Baker, and if you get 1 more pass, it'll level up.
Okay, I'll do that.
All right. Okay. Fatfin spends a lot of time baking.
I bake sweets for you guys. You guys are now Fat Darrow and Fat Jasper.
Plenty of time to work it off.
Yeah.
It's the holiday wait.
It is.
Jasper, you have laborer, lore mouse, and archivist.
Do I have any tests in either in any of those?
No.
Okay, didn't think so.
So lore mouse is good because it's recalling bits of lore and history, and laborer is good. It's the low, like they're both 2 actually, and then archivist is 3. Laborer is good because you can use it as a general catch-all for helping people, because you're supposed to list the skill you use to help someone when you help them. And laborer is good, like when Darrow was doing boat crafting. It's like, okay, I go and get the wood and stuff. Like it's just like I help by doing physical labor.
Oh,
So it's a
didn't you do labor when we were making the boat?
Yeah.
Oh, to help.
But
I don't know if that
didn't
counts
for
as a
it
check.
when we did that.
Not as a help thing, no.
Yeah,
You
okay.
make your own check for it.
Yep.
I don't know. I mean, I'll probably do lore mouse or labor. I'll put a success.
I'm
in
also
lore mouse.
looking at it and wondering, like, what the hell use is archivist? Like, I know
I'm
offense
sure-
to you, you put 3 levels in it, like, but like, I'm also just sitting here and being like, how would I integrate that into a game? I gotta figure out how to allow you guys to use your archivist skill.
Yeah.
How do I even do that? What do I fucking make one of your missions find the lost library book? What the hell is this game on?
The lost library book of Polish.
It is for plumbing the depths of archives and libraries for information.
So if we were gonna,
you guys are fighting owls. This is a game about fighting weasels and shit. Escorting mice to other towns. It's like, all right, I'll find something. I promise. This is my solemn promise. Year 2, we're gonna use the archivist thing at some point. There will be some lost knowledge you have to delve into some dusty old library's archives to find.
They did that a lot in Redwall.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Only
So
for the baby to figure out the
success
mysteries.
in lore mouse.
What was that?
I'll put a success in lore mouse.
Okay. 1 success in lore mouse. Alright. And that's for your non-patrol skills. So, like, well, Fatfin is baking, and Darrow is looking at his own books on boat crafting and doing little experiments. Jasper is reading up on history books and probably some newspapers and stuff, like current events. He's learning what he can, and as you 2 are doing your studies and experiments, Fatfin is just setting like pastries by on the table in front of you guys.
Yeah, I'm just like,
this is a new recipe. Try it.
It's a lot.
Yes. I thought you might be hungry.
Well,
I put a little honey tart in front of Tuttle too.
you're gonna make my bee fat.
What?
You're gonna make my bee fat. It won't be able to fly.
It's fine, just fine.
Well, don't come crying to me when you can't get off the ground.
All right. Next, practice 1 skill you don't have.
Well,
this can be literally fucking anything. I don't think you guys. Yeah, we didn't try any learning new skills with beginner's luck or anything this year, because it is a It was overlooked by myself, quite honestly. So I'm gonna read them out to you. For Fat Fin and Jasper, apiarist, which is for raising bees and harvesting their honey and wax. Darrow does not have archivist, and I think he's the only one. Armorer, for forging armor and weapons. Oh, I'm sorry, I just noticed that little interesting thing, because it's like armor, they tell you where you get supplies for it. Armorers can be provided with supplies from insectrists, smiths, and weavers, and it's like, insectrists? Bug armor. Or you could do like a monster hunter thing and just like have a insect spear.
That'd be
Yes.
Or
cool.
insect glaive. The insect glaive. You shoot a
That's my
bug.
favorite. I think that's my favorite weapon.
That's what
I
I
was
was
Same.
using. I was absolutely shooting bugs at people, like at monsters.
I liked being able to fly.
That was also super cool. Are we all just insect glaive users here?
I think so.
Like none of us are using anything else. We're gonna play together one day. It's just like all of us, like
Just flipping everywhere.
doing cool flips and shooting bugs.
Oh, it's been so long since I played Monster Hunter. I need to get back into
Take
it.
that, fucking monster! Can't get us when we're up here. Doing sweet flips. All right. Baker for the two of you who don't have it. Boat crafter for the two of you who don't have it. Brewer, which I believe none of you have. Carpenter, cartographer, making maps and interpreting them.
I'll take carpenter.
All right, Darrow's gonna take carpenter. All right, would you like a pass or a fail?
A pass.
All right. I will give you a pass in carpenter. All right. Then there's cook. You all have fighter. Glazier for making glass stuff. Glass vessels, window panes, lenses. Haggler for bargaining over the prices of goods and services. In a game where they didn't give you money, but instead a stat called resources.
Yeah.
One of these days! Harvesters. Healer, which Fat Fin and Jasper do not have. Darrow does. You all have Hunter. Insectrist, which is a specialist who uses insects, beetles, caterpillars, worms, etc. for a variety of purposes. Training beetles to act as labor, caterpillars and spiders to spin silk, and worms to aerate soil for harvesters. The crickets can be taught to act as weather watchers, and trains of ants formed to transport small goods. Then there is instructor, laborer, lore mouse, manipulator, which it says deceiver on the sheet. Deceiver. That's. I'm moving on. Oh, there's a little picture. That's neat. I actually remember seeing old mouse howling like to distract things. Oh, deceiver. Militarist. To be a commander who understands how to organize, supply, and command a force of mice for battle.
That's cool.
They are rare among mice because it is against mouse nature to gather in force and hurl themselves into the slaughter in an ordered fashion.
Wait, which one is this?
Militarist.
Oh.
Miller, orator, pathfinder, you all have that. Persuader, potter, scientist, scout, smith, which is smith and armor are different. Smith armor is for making weapons and armor. Smith is for blacksmithing, and it specifies it is not the weapon making skill. It's to do same Material.
Different ore.
Different skills. Different skills needed to make a needle than for a sword. Stonemason, survivalist, and weather watcher, and weaver. Jonathan, if you heard something else that you liked and want to swap out carpenter for, you may do so. But if you're good with carpenter,
that or cartographer. I mean, honestly.
Huh. Does armor do anything for us? Oh, hold on.
Someone's getting a cow.
Hello?
Seems like it.
Okay, so armor. Let me check armor. I suppose armor could be used to repair your weapons and stuff as well. If I wanted to put a different kind of condition on stuff.
So I'm sorry, I missed that. What is armor like? Does armor work for anything or?
Yes, armor is helpful. I believe it gives you like a minus dice to damage. Let me find the weapons section where armor and weapons are, because it tells us exactly what it is, what it do. There it is. So light armor absorbs 1 point of disposition damage struck to you by a weapon, except a mace, during a conflict, which is strange because there are no maces listed in the weapons section for what you can choose. But maces exist, and I guess we'll say they just don't provide any weapon bonus of any sort. So that light armor absorbs damage once per conflict.
Okay.
And then heavy, but it is also heavy and gives you -1 dice to health tests to recover from fatigue.
Okay.
Heavy armor absorbs 1 point of damage struck against you by a weapon during a conflict, and unlike the other one, it is not once per conflict. Yeah, from the looks of things, it's just for the whole damn conflict with heavy armor.
That sounds nice.
However, it is clumsy, which means you get -1 dice to maneuver, -1 dice to scouting or nature for sneaking or hiding, and it is heavy, which is -1 dice to resist fatigue. So it has drawbacks, but it's extra protection in a fight.
If we were going to be going into a known fight, that might be some gear we could bring along.
Yeah. I don't know. I was thinking about it, but I don't think I'll do armor. I'm drawn to Potter, but I have no idea how that would be useful.
You could make pots.
Create a variety of vessels for drinking, cooking, and storing food.
Oh, so I could store my baked goods in there.
You could.
And then we could take them on the road.
Yeah. Potter factors to store dry goods, liquid goods. Types: simple, functional, pretty. Size: small, large, bulk. Yeah, you could absolutely make containers for things.
Would that be useful, guys? I think it would. I don't know.
If you're clever, you can find a use for any skill.
Okay, I'm taking Potter.
All right. Fat Finn takes Potter. Potter. Do you want a pass or a fail?
What does it mean? Like, is our level 0 right now?
I think it's going to be like level 1, basically.
Okay, so then I will have a pass and then I'll level up?
Yeah, and so yeah. So I think we would use beginner's luck for future uses of that skill.
How does beginner's luck work?
Yeah.
I gotta find it.
Because it does say learning new skill requires tests equal to nature rank.
Oh, reaching. What was that, Jordan?
It does say learning a new skill requires tests equal to nature rank.
Tests equal to your nature rank. Okay. Yes. So nature can be used as a substitute for any ability or skill you don't have. However, using it prevents the character from learning new skills. If you'd like to learn a skill your character doesn't have, you shouldn't use your nature, use beginner's luck. If you don't have an appropriate skill for a test, you can roll will or health in place of nature. Total up the dice for that ability. Wises, health, and gear. Make the test using half that number rounded up. If the skill is physical, use half of health. If the skill is mental or social oriented, use half of will. Blah, blah, blah. So yeah, basically, beginner's luck is just as it's very similar to just doing a skill test as you normally would. It's just you do all the stuff and then we half it. And then learning new skills and abilities and skills, which is all the way over here. Learning new skills. So yeah, once we don't put a rating on it, but instead we put an X and check off one of the pass bubbles. Doesn't matter if you passed or failed.
Okay.
Keep a record of how many. Okay, so everyone gets a pass. You need to keep a record of how many times you tried to use that skill. So fill in an additional bubble each time you try to use it. Once you've attempted to use that skill a number of times equal to your maximum nature, you open the skill at a rating of 2.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So we just get passes in the ones we take.
Yeah, 1 pass in Carpenter, 1 pass in Potter, and then 1 pass in whatever you wish to do, Jasper.
I'm thinking of either militarist or survivalist.
Oh, yeah, you do not have survivalist. Let me check what survivalist is. There it is. Knows how to make shelters, find water, build fires, and jury-rig tools. This skill also has a special condition attached to it. A mouse with this skill cannot be made angry due to a failed survivalist test.
That's something.
That is interesting. Militarist would be about commanding an army, and he's used primarily in conflicts and versus tests. So those are both very interesting choices. Survivalist would help in the field. Militarist could perhaps one day aid in the future. If you yourself wish to be a guard captain one day.
I think for now I will do survivalist though.
All right. You get 1 pass. All right. So yeah. Fat Finn spends his time molding clay.
Yes.
Darrow is still continuing his boat experiments, but he's carpenting tiny little boats. Some sink, some don't.
Yeah.
He's figuring it out. And during all this, Jasper is spending more time outside, trying to put to the test things Darrow has taught him. And that Fat Finn had taught him about surviving out in the wilderness and making fire, which is difficult considering it's snowing and very cold outside, but he manages to continue doing that and practicing. Who the hell? No, you don't. Fuck you. You're goddamn unknown name. I'm not dealing with scammers right now. I'm usually happy to do it, but like, fuck, I'm really. Stop doing it during the games. All right. So that was that. That was the stuff on your paper. Rules for advancement, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Oh, okay. One more thing. You must account for what your character learned while out on patrol, and Gwendolyn has asked you to write reports on previously unknown elements encountered while on patrol. For you guys, this means you get a new wise. So think about what your character has experienced during their last year of patrol. Reflect on some defining or dramatic moments of this experience, and you guys get to make up your own whys.
Oh.
We didn't use whyses a ton, but they do come. I mean, which makes sense. But they do come into play. Where the hell was the whyses on Darrow's sheet?
It's in the corners.
There we go. It's on the back. Weather-wise and danger-wise.
Yeah.
And then that then had Dark Heather-wise, War-wise, and Lying-wise. Jasper as a Tenderpaw had Legends of the Guard-wise. Dark Heather-wise might have happened. I don't recall. So you guys get to make up a new wise as you're all working on writing your report detailing what the last year was. What do you think is the pivotal moment, or a pivotal moment, a dramatic moment that made you wise about a particular thing? What are you wise about now? Anyone can interrupt once they've decided on what.
Owls, maybe?
Huh?
Owls, maybe?
You could be owl wise. That's absolutely an option. Bird wise?
Birdwise, yes, birdwise. Both the raven and the owl.
Does Jasper want birdwise?
Yeah.
All right. Jasper, as you are writing your report, you realize you've become very birdwise.
The plumage on the shuttlecock is huge.
Okay, this is a weird one, but the thing that came to mind was water-wise, because it was raining during the something. I don't remember. It was raining, and then it was like.
I was going to also say something about water-wise, just because, like, boating, making a boat on the swamp.
Yeah, I might not do water-wise, but you can do water-wise. I don't know what I want yet.
Water-wise would be useful. There's a lot of situations I can do where you guys encounter water in some way or form, and like the wises are very general. Like they're meant to be so you can apply it to lots of situations.
True. I mean, Fatfin could be weasel wise.
I think
he could be weasel wise.
Oh. Weasel wise.
He's not. He's war wise. He's Dark Heather wise, which is related to weasels.
Yeah.
Because they live in the Dark Heather. So yeah, the ways that wises work, to reiterate, so we all know again right now, you can give some advice to someone and grant one dice to them. You can spend a fate point and re-roll a failed die on your test related to your wise, or you can spend a persona point and re-roll all failed dice on your test related to your wise by using, of course. So yeah, like Fat Finn's Dark Heather Wise could have been used during that encounter with the weasels, perhaps. Or he might have to use his Lying Wise in a future game. Darrow's Danger Wise could have been used many points, like advising Jasper on danger, like that kind of stuff. Like so that's a good general one. Yes.
Yeah.
So water wise could be like, yeah, like okay, so like this thing has anything to do with water, I can use it.
Yeah, I think I'll go with that.
All right.
Could I do something more general than weasels, like rodent wise or something? Or I guess we are rodents, huh?
You could be mouse wise, you could be weasel wise.
Well, I'm thinking I don't want it to be like limited to that. Like Jasper got bird wise. I want to do like walking animal wise, but like I don't want to put it that way.
What family does it? Muscadet? They belong to the Muscid family. Because there are more than weasels, and I do have access to more than them. 201.
I mean, you could have something more like,
Could I be bear wise?
You didn't really encounter a bear.
Dang it.
What about travel wise?
Yeah, I could do that.
You could do travel wise.
That could like totally match with like trying to find good shelter or the quickest roads, that sort of thing.
Yeah. What did you
meant to be advising? What was that?
What did Jasper say? Or Jordan? Sorry.
I was joking and said food wise.
I mean
It can also be for your thing to re-roll failed rolls. So
yeah. I'm thinking like, okay, so another one that came to mind is that like, okay.
What has Fat Finn learned?
Not much, honestly.
Like, what has Fat Finn encountered that he's wise to? There's been weasels, there's been ravens, there's been a lot of walking, a lot of traveling.
If you think about it, Fat Finn's had to restrain himself a few times.
Yeah.
Fat Finn is way more gung ho than, say, Darrow or Jasper. I mean,
yeah.
And you've had to reserve yourself for the sake of everyone else. So that could be a learning moment.
That could come into play as we get to your guys' traits.
Okay.
I think I'm going to do.
You could also totally just do owl wise or something. Like, you guys can have overlapping wises.
Okay, let me think about it, okay?
Okay, yeah.
Morale wise?
That's something I was thinking too.
Like, learn how to cheer people up.
Yeah. I don't know. Let me think about it.
Social wise works, because you have to deal with two different personalities.
Yeah. Could I do something like
yes.
I don't know. I'm just trying to think. Just go on and I'll catch up.
All right.
Let me figure something out.
Okay. So the next one is reflection. You guys reflect, you guard mice reflect on your trials and triumphs of the last year. Some of the guard mice are telling joyful recollections, others reflect darkly on the events that befell them. As players, this is our opportunity to look at how we played with each other, and it's a way for other players to tell you how they saw you in the game.
This is okay.
Reflection. Huh? You got one?
Could I do something like teacher, or teaching wise, or
you could do in teaching wise?
Okay. Or helper wise. I don't know. I don't know what to do.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
That's fine. Gonna move on again.
Okay.
Because you interrupted to say maybe again.
I'll just do food wise.
Food wise.
Because even though it was a joke, it was a good one.
It does make sense.
Yep.
It does make sense.
Okay.
It'll help you with cooking and stuff.
Yeah.
Yep, there was a fair amount of cooking. In game terms, 3 things are going to happen during the reflection stage. You're all going to get a new trait. One of your existing traits is going to be changed or elevated. And another one of your traits is going to be removed or changed to something different.
Hold on, I'm getting a call.
Okay, deal with it. Okay, that phone call is done. We were going to do reflection.
Yes.
So, the reflection portion of the game is you guys are going to get a new trait, elevate or change one of your traits, and another trait is going to be removed or changed to something different.
Okay.
So the first part of this, each of you is going to pick another player to represent, that you wish to represent.
What do you mean by represent?
Each player must have a representative, no representing yourself. And then you're going to discuss how your friend played their character over the course of last year's missions. And you should all chime in with stories, reflections, and recollections. And the person who you choose a new trait for someone else's character based off of how they played them.
Okay.
I'll represent Jonathan.
Jordan is representing Jonathan.
I'd like to represent Fat Finn.
I would like to represent Jasper.
All right. Okay. So we go around the virtual table.
Okay.
And you guys we'll do some discussion, and if we all agree, you guys get to choose a new trait for the mouse you are representing.
Okay.
Explaining to us your process, and it can be a trait that's in the book. It can be a completely made up trait that you just decided on because the traits, how they work. Fat Finn has 5 fucking traits already. So I'm going to check on what we do about that, and you guys discuss what you think about trait stuff. Okay, if you have 5 traits at the start of reflection, you cannot earn a new trait.
Not at all?
You may represent another player and give him a new trait. However, you may still change and elevate and remove traits. So you know what? Since representing Fat Finn isn't an option because he's already too damn old to gain new traits.
You can elevate one.
Yeah, we will do that. So I will say Jonathan and Quinn can both represent Jasper together.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Sounds good.
If you wish, whoever has like a really good idea for a trait that Jasper has. Now, after this year, how is Jasper doing? What? Huh?
What does Jasper have already?
So Jasper has rational, brave, and wolf snout.
Yeah.
So some of the example ones given, there's tough, there's thoughtful. They're stubborn, suspicious, tall. Maybe he had a growth spurt. I don't know. Young.
I have an idea, but I'm not sure. I mean, I feel like this is something that I would say intelligent.
Okay.
Like that's what I would say, but I want to discuss it with Jonathan so that
Intelligent.
Lost. Natural bearings. Those are two sides of a coin. Nimble.
Yeah. Ooh.
Deep ear. It's like wolf snout, but for hearing. But yes, intelligent is a good one. Determined. Driven.
I do like determined or driven for
Fearless.
Jasper as well.
Yeah.
Fiery.
Like that's a good
Fire him just on fire.
fire.
He's on fire. Clever.
Just on fire.
Clever would probably suffice for intelligent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bodyguard. Big paw. Good at physical tasks requiring sturdy, broad paws, but clumsy with tasks requiring fine or delicate work. Alert. Bold. Bold and the brave.
Golden.
I still enjoy the idea of determined for Jasper's character because
That's
Jasper is like kind of there to do the best job that they can to
Right,
represent the mouse guard,
No, good
become
one.
a better mouse.
I like that.
Determined?
Yeah, I like that.
All right. Jasper is determined. All right. Jordan,
Mhm.
what is Darrow? What is Darrow gained?
What does he already have?
Tough
Darrow
weather sense.
has wolf snout, weather sense, and tough.
I'm thinking something like either grumpy or stoic.
Grumpy would absolutely fit. Stoic fits. Grumpy isn't here, but yeah, you could absolutely those are options. Yeah, absolutely make one up.
What do
That
you
fits.
mean grumpy? I'm not grumpy.
A stoic mouse never complains about the hardships of life in the guard. He accepts them and soldiers on. However, this same quality makes him emotionally remote and difficult to reach in matters of empathy, love, and compassion.
All right. I feel like that works really well.
They're also sharp-eyed. It's your decision, Jordan.
Yeah, stoic.
Stoic? All right. All right. Darrow is stoic. All right. So next up, I lost my page. There we go.
Oh no.
It's fine. I remember exactly what page it's on. Okay. So now we get to change or elevate a trait. Each of you has the chance to elevate or change another one. So this, now forget the representatives, that part is done. Each of you gets to look at your traits, not one of the ones you just received, and talk about it with the group. Make a case how you invested in the trait and played into it, into your character, or how you think it no longer fits and it should be changed. So you can choose to elevate one of your traits, or change it completely because it no longer applies to you, you feel. You've perhaps grown or didn't play that out much, and
How many can we replace?
huh?
How many could we replace?
1.
Oh,
I would argue about maybe to elevate Wolf Snout for me, since I'm constantly like trying to be aware of things.
That is fair. That is good. You were doing a lot of scouting. You did.
For myself, I'm thinking either Wolf Snout, elevating either Wolf Snout or Brave.
Wolf Snout or Brave?
Yeah.
Yep, those. I think Jasper absolutely was brave throughout this entire year.
Yeah,
I think those are, and he also did do a lot of scouting, like from Guild Pledge to the Dark Heather. He has, like, you have both used your Wolf Snout.
okay. For me, I feel like I need to either elevate Fat or replace Jaded.
Jaded.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't think you're jaded at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I'm gonna replace Jaded.
Okay, what are we replacing Jaded with?
I will leave that up to Jonathan since he didn't get to represent.
Oh wow. Okay. What was the one next to determined?
Driven. Driven mice follow their beliefs no matter what the cost. However, if they're not careful, the cost can prove to be very dear.
Yeah, driven for sure.
Yeah. I like that one.
Fatfin is driven. It is decided.
Yes.
Their gods have spoken.
All right. Darrow.
Yeah.
You want to increase Wolf Snout?
Yeah, that works.
I grant it.
I appreciate it.
All right. As everyone agrees, Wolf Snout, his awareness, his perception, his scouting.
Yes.
Jasper.
Mm-hmm.
What trait of Jasper's has elevated?
I think Brave.
All agreed?
I wholeheartedly do. Yeah.
Yes, I agree 100%.
All right. Jasper has level 2 Brave. All right. Final part of reflection. Change or remove a trait. You guys do nothing. Because this is the part where the GM decides. You, the GM, being me, get to discuss each player and his character in turn. Recall specific heroic or unheroic actions the character undertook. Talk about what happened in the missions. You may change one trait to another of your choosing, either from the book or made up on the spot. You may remove a trait from the character. A removed trait is gone. You may not change or remove a trait that was added this session. I take away your bravery and make you a coward. I take away your wolf snout and make you an osmic. I take away your fat and make you skinny.
Just completely
Begone, players! I am the DM. No, that's not what's happening.
I don't want to see your faces again.
Get out of my game. Hang up. So I honestly, okay, let's look at these. I'm going to consider this one an optional one.
Okay.
Because, like, I feel like some of these things are very integral to your characters, and, like, I don't want to, like, steal those from you. Also, it uses a lot of optional language, like may.
Yeah, I feel like it's if
This one is very like optional sounding. It says you may remove a trait from a character. Blah blah blah. Like you may. And then the other ones are like you must have a representative.
Yeah.
I feel like it's if you feel a character
wasn't played to the specifics of the sheet.
was played a specific way that wasn't discussed previously or altered previously.
Mm-hmm.
I think Darrow is definitely tough and definitely has weather sense. And a wolf snout. So, Darrow shall remain unchanged.
Hooray.
Fat Finn is definitely fat.
Yeah.
Is brave and bold.
Yes.
Rational.
Yeah, I was debating between rational and dated switch out, so.
Well, you got rational from being born in Spruce Tuck.
Well,
Who says hometowns rub off on them?
yeah.
Is Fat Finn rational, guys?
I mean,
No comment.
I just say no.
No comment.
Okay. I think we're gonna change rational. Does that sound good to you?
Yes.
Okay.
I heartily consent.
Let's go into the dangerous forest for a rocking chair. I still have
I think
I'll love you for that.
You know, because you got rational from your hometown, I think Fat Finn has been a part of the guard mouse for so long that the rational thought of Spruce Tuck is no longer a dominant trait, and I think rather guard's honor, which is the hometown trait for Lockhaven, is probably more fitting.
Okay.
What,
you know the guard.
What does that mean?
Those who live or were raised in Lockhaven have a special relationship with the guard. They know its inner workings, its needs and surveils. Living closely with the guard gives you a trait called guard's honor. You're more intimately connected to the financial and social body of the guard and are trusted to a greater degree. Should a mouse ever betray that trust, he is cast out of Lockhaven, perhaps even beyond the scent border. Or maybe something else. Because that one is more like you know the guard really well, but like that's also you know the guard's inner workings in and out, and also it's an honor thing. I don't know.
I mean, I feel like
fearless is also a good one.
Yeah, that is a good one.
Fiery. Fiery mice know how to stir up a crowd, but they are quick to anger.
I don't think he's quick to anger.
Graceful.
I mean,
Well,
what? Did you say graceful? Oh my god, no way. No.
Leader. Certainly an option is Old Fur, a mouse who's past his prime physically. Even so, Old Furs hold the collected wisdom of generations who have gone before. Or, alternatively, Young. This mouse, no matter his actual age, is vigorous and youthful. He's healthy and rarely gets tired and sick. The youthful exuberance often comes with the youthful impatience.
Oh, that's totally Fat Finn.
Yeah, but I'm not. But
young at heart.
Young at heart.
Young fits, right?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it does. It really does.
Rational has been changed to young.
Good.
Even though you are 43.
Yes.
44.
How long does a mouse live?
And then finally,
yeah,
Jasper,
how long does...
who is rational, brave, has a wolf snout. Coward! No. You ran from that owl. No. Definitely brave. Definitely wolf snout. And I don't feel like changing rational. No. I think rational still applies.
That's why I like you so much.
So yes, I think we're not going to touch Jasper. Is that agreed?
Mm.
Jasper's traits are good
Agreed.
as they stand.
Agreed.
All right.
Indeed.
What was the new
Okay.
trait again?
Huh?
What was the new trait again?
The new trait is determined for you. All right. So after that, we have a few. We have. Okay, we don't have to do memorials because you guys didn't lose anybody.
Oh, that would be so sad.
Yep.
I
So
don't
there
wanna
are
her.
2 things left.
Okay.
And the next one is the promotion section.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Okay.
So, this is around mid to late winter, after having time to review all of the reports and conduct interviews, which Fat Finn, Darrow, you guys have been called in to do interviews with Gwendolyn. And I think Jasper, at some point you do also meet with the matriarch and have your own nervous, somewhat interview. Gwendolyn gathers all of the mice of Lockhaven together and presents the year's promotions. Occasionally, the ceremony is broken down into 2 days. One for tenderpaws and guardmice, 1 day for patrol guard and patrol leaders. All right. So, I think Fat Finn. What rank was Fat Finn? Okay, let me check your ranks. Darrow is a patrol guard, and Fat Finn is a patrol leader. So you guys, so Fat Finn would have had to recommend Darrow to become a patrol leader, which is a rank you reach after many years of service and demonstrate ability and initiative beyond the scope of simple patrols, and proficiency in matters administrative, military, political, or even archival. Oh no, wait, I'm reading the wrong damn one. That's patrol leader to guard captain. Basically, Fat Finn's in charge, so Fat Finn can't get promoted by anyone except Gwendolyn.
Yeah.
Like, because Fat Finn is the only rank you could get to be higher is basically one of 6 fucking captain of the guard captains.
Okay.
It's high up. So Fat
Yeah.
Finn is not an option for promotion at the moment because she already has 6 guard captains, and also you gotta have a mind for very specific matters, or being well-rounded or something. Patrol guard to patrol leader. Patrol guards are veteran guard mice. They've been in the service for a number of years, and they represent the pool of the next crop of leaders. Their promotion is highly situational. I think this is also chosen from Gwendolyn ultimately makes the final decisions, but as patrol leader, you can make recommendations. Like people get chosen based on your recommendations.
All right. Well, question before Fat Finn decides anything: would promoting Darrow make Darrow have his own like patrol, or would Fat Finn be able to have a co-patrol leader?
No. I think I think there can be 2 people who are both the same rank. I think that's always been a thing.
Okay.
That there can be 2 with the same rank. But I will check. I'm 99% sure. Yeah, in a group of 4 players, there can be 2 patrol leaders. If the other 2 wish to take on roles of tenderpaws, that's not what we're doing. Blah 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 blah. Except for No, wait, here it is. Except for special circumstances, there can only be one patrol leader player in your group. Guard captains are rare and may only be played at the discretion of the group. If a guard captain is allowed, there may be only one per group. If a tender paw is played, one of the other players must be his mentor.
Okay.
So, except for special circumstances, no, he cannot be a patrol leader.
And still be in our patrol.
Huh?
And still be in our patrol. Like
yeah,
our
he
little
would.
group.
He would become in charge of his own patrol, his own team.
Oh no.
2 mouse guard games.
Not doing that. I'm not doing that.
I mean, like, I want to promote him, but also, like, I don't want to lose him. I think Fat Finn will recommend him for a promotion because that's what I feel he deserves. But it's up to you to keep this party together.
I think Gwendolyn does not promote Darrow at the moment.
Okay.
Another year, another disappointment.
I had a fun idea because I think I know why. And I think we're gonna give him. I think year 2 is gonna be his chance, possibly. I'll share that. I don't know. But for the purposes of keeping the group together, I think she sees you guys are an extremely efficient fighting force at the moment, and you guys work well off each other. You've been in the same patrol for many years, so you two have worked together a long time, and she doesn't want to split up that particular group, since you guys work very efficiently together.
Yes. All right.
And she's known she can rely on you guys, you two particularly, for difficult things in the past. And the only reason you guys didn't get anything particularly like super difficult this year was because you had a tender paw. So like it's all wolves for year 2.
And a bear, please. I want to ride a bear just for like 5 seconds.
I am telling you, you will die.
No, I will win.
If you mean getting swallowed is a win for you, then you'll win.
I would cut my way out.
No, you wouldn't.
Ha
So on the first day, there are the promotions for guard mouse to patrol guard. You don't have any guard mouse in your party. And the special circumstance
Excuse me.
of tenderpaw to guard mouse. Of course, Fat Finn, no doubt you recommend Jasper for promotion
I do.
to guard mouse. We don't have to do any of that because you are available. You're right fucking there. All right. So, going off of the book, the ceremony has begun in Lockhaven. The celebration of promotion, day 1. Earlier today, all the guard mice who were to be promoted were promoted to patrol guards. Not a large number, but a couple. It's for the more experienced veteran ones. And then there's the ceremony for tender paws, and you guys are at your seats. There's the town of Lockhaven is all gathered. And one by one, these mice who do not have cloaks go up, and their mentor presents them with a cloak, and and they are given 3 cheers as they are given their cloak, promoted, and and you're told what they are told what their cloak is for. And so you guys are sitting through this thing, and it's one of those situations where it's like, I think it's similar to like a graduation where it's like, oh god, but it's like it's slightly not as shitty, and I'm going to say that there is food served and stuff, and people can move around.
Thankfully.
And I think everyone's just very actually genuinely like happy for these guardsmice, who are these mice who are being given the due reverence and respect, and like happy that they did it. So unlike a graduation, like you probably went through training with some of these people, you actually do give a shit. As opposed to 1,000 strangers.
Yeah.
And it takes 5 hours.
It's
and it's like it's much shorter, and you know the people.
Yeah.
When your last name begins with a W, you're in purgatory.
No. Being at the end of the list.
I was lucky.
I remember I had to do that for like the scholarships at GWC. Like they had a similar fucking ceremony thing, and I was like looking through the program. It's like, I'm S, so this is already like, where's the fucking theater scholarships? And I was like, flip.
Yeah.
Oh god, it's under T for theater. Oh sweet Jesus.
I got there like half late, and
meanwhile, like the biochemistry one is like 40 people, and I'm like, shit.
It's depressing.
Oh man, it takes forever.
Forever, you're in a
so I think you guys are, Jasper, you have your seat, and you are eagerly waiting as all these other guard mice are stepping up and receiving their cloaks.
Cheese wheel Mike. Then clap.
Cheese wheel Mike.
Those really loud friends in the back are like,
the friends who like, it's like, oh god, they're being embarrassing.
Yeah.
You can always make those people laugh. Woo! Oh yeah, it's always like, it's really obnoxious. I can't even replicate it. I'm not that person.
Yeah.
Those are the people who make those noises at theater, and you can tell someone invited their friends who don't go to the theater often.
Exactly.
Yeah, go Jessica.
Yeah, I know. My favorite of that is like when like someone like, they do an onstage kiss, and then like their idiot friends are like, woo! And it's like, shut up, you idiots. Yeah. And then like they just gotta fucking play it off TV? Like they gotta follow the script, but it's like my stupid idiot friends, who are making cat call whistles.
Oh my god.
Jasper, the ceremony continues, and the last one to be called is you.
Okay.
Jasper of Spruce Tuck.
Whoa!
That comes from Grimbley, the archivist.
He's like super drunk.
Grimbley is plastered by this point. Yeah. You begin your walk towards the gathering at the center, where Gwendolyn stands with Fat Finn and Darrow. Gwendolyn in her I believe bluish cloak. Fat Finn stands in his white cloak of honor. Yeah, Gwendolyn has a light blue cloak in her halberd. Darrow wears his deep forest green cloak of steadiness. And you approach. And Fat Finn is holding a case, a box. And I leave the floor to you now, Quinn. Quinn and Darrow. Jonathan and Quinn.
Open if
What?
you are ready. If you are ready to take on this responsibility of being a guard mouse. I believe you are. I believe you should open the box, but it is ultimately your decision.
Of course the kid's ready. You wouldn't have wasted our time otherwise.
Shush. Of course he's ready, but like it's his decision too.
I think I'm gonna be a cobbler, actually.
Jasper just runs off the stage.
Nope.
No, I open the box.
All right. You open the box, and you see folded neatly inside it is a navy blue cloak with a silver clasp in the shape of an owl that has little blue eyes matching the cloak.
Well, put it on.
Put it on and show everyone how brave you are.
I put the cloak on.
You put the cloak on. You clasp it, and you are now wearing the navy cloak of bravery. And there is 3 cheers for Jasper!
For Jasper.
For Jasper.
Hip hip!
Hooray!
Hip hip!
Hooray!
Hooray! Hip hip! Hooray! Woo! You
And
look
then-
up and see Grimbly, this old Greyford mouse who's like got a flag and it's like, yeah! And you see your enemy, Sloan the Archivist, standing next to him.
And as you're like walking away, I'm gonna slip you a small like mini cake that's not a cupcake, but it's a cake. And it says GJJ because there's no room to write good job, Jasper.
Good judger.
GG Novri. No.
Good judger.
Good job.
All right.
All right,
Thank you.
let's go get hammered.
What is the drinking age for mice?
No,
Yeah.
He brings you down to the blacksmith. It's like, gotta do it, kid. So, we all get hammered as soon as we become guard. Old steel nail.
What?
You just
Rite of
realized that-
passage.
You realize every mouse in Mouse Guard has a U-shaped head.
No. Okay, so. Oh.
Join us.
Yeah, well, that makes sense now.
Empty your mind of unclean thoughts.
You guys celebrate to the fullest
Yes.
the promotion of Jasper from Tenderpaw to Guard Mouse. So what this means, Jasper, you change your rank
Hold on. What?
from Tenderpaw to Guard Mouse on your sheet, which I will do here.
Jasper, he's the bravest mouse ever. Bravest ever.
I missed that. What?
Not much. Whoops, I wrote that down in the wrong spot. Okay.
Jasper,
Jasper, he's the greatest warrior ever. Who cast the Weasel King down? Who saved the Magic Princess and kept it in her hair? Jasper.
Still grumbling going on.
Also, he fought a bear.
Oh my god.
That was the one bard we have.
Yeah.
And then also write down your cloak color. The navy cloak of bravery. There we go. And then the next effect of that, the benefits of promotion. Your resources and circles are of every promoted character increased by 1. You get a raise, and your new rank gives you more influence.
Right.
And we erase your you had succeeded and failed in a resources test. So I think yours goes up to 3.
Nice.
Nice.
Perhaps. Your circles goes up to 2.
Yeah.
All right. This is the final part of the winter session of Mouse Guard, and that is unfinished business. So if we want to do this, if you guys have something you want to do, it's basically a big old player's turn. You don't earn checks, but you don't, like, there's no limit to what you can do. You can do as much as you want. You can get as many conflicts as you need to. There's one restriction: you don't get to make recovery tests. So if you wish, you could think about something. Think for a moment about something you feel you missed out on in play. Think about your friends, enemies, senior artisans, parents, mentors. Think about things you wanted to make. Think about conversations you wanted to have with other members of your patrol. Each of you gets to pick one thing you want to explore. But it has to be something you can accomplish in Lockhaven. No going out on patrol. And don't write goals for this. This is about focusing on your beliefs and instincts and whatever you want to do as a player. If you have something you want to do.
Can we train and stuff?
Yeah. Do that. What do you wish to do?
I think I'd like to train in hunting a little more, if that's possible.
Hunter? Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, please. Okay. Must be something you accomplish in Lockhaven. Alright. So I will say, for a hunter of your skill, those practice dummies aren't going to get the job done.
Right. Okay.
You must find someone to be the weasel.
Oh, perfect.
I will be the weasel.
I mean, yeah, if somebody wanted to practice their survival.
Yeah, you guys can practice a trait, or you can also, like, I don't know, in my head I saw, like, Jasper on Finn's shoulders, like, wielding the sword, and it's like, this is gonna be the weasel! Like in a bad weasel costume.
That'd be amazing.
Yes, that is exactly what happens.
Alright. Yeah, Jasper.
Sure.
Saw on Fat Finn's shoulders. And they are...
Sure.
They're the double weasel. They have 4 swords working together.
Yeah.
and a really dumb weasel mask.
Does this count as what we're doing too?
No.
Okay.
And I think Darrow probably also spent some other time tracking the birds. Or like scaring birds. Actually, birds are much bigger than you. I gotta put perspective into my brain in this.
Sparrow?
Yeah, he spends a lot of time beating off sparrows. Come too close to Lockhaven, shooting at them with his bow. So make a hunter test, and I will say the obstacle is. I'll say this is. I will say it is obstacle. You only have 3.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to make it difficult, and you have to use a wise or something, and call it an obstacle 3. Wises and helps and other stuff like that.
Could I use my wolf snout?
You could use wolf snout, since I said you were going after sparrows.
You know,
And
to
Jasper
find
and Fat Finn could help, if they wish.
I will.
I will use my birdwise.
Ooh.
Jasper is your spotter as you harass the sparrows to get away from Lockhaven.
I will use my.
You got like binoculars.
So how many is that?
So that is 3 from your hunter skill,
Yeah.
2 from each of your fellow patrol guards,
Okay.
and 1. Wait, you upgraded Wolf Snoot.
I didn't.
Wolf snoot.
I got the wolf snoot.
The wolf snoot.
6 dice.
6 dice altogether.
Obstacle 3.
I
I'm gonna
gotta
start telling
reroll.
you guys the level, so like it doesn't feel like I'm cheating you.
What is that? I have to make 3 successes?
Yeah, I gotta get 3 successes.
I gotta re-roll one of these.
And like a failure or a success are both good here because either one will eventually help you upgrade Hunter.
So I got 2 5s, 2 6s, and 2 4s, if you believe it.
2 5s, 2 6s, and 2 4s. Okay, yeah, that's a bunch of successes. I'll give you a success on Hunter for that general check. And you know what? It was so successful. I think. Before I say my fun idea, what if Fat Finn and Jasper want to do?
I want to tame a bird.
It has to be accomplishable in Lockhaven, but okay, hold on to that. Hold on.
Okay.
I want to visit Lily.
Lily?
Lily.
Who's this
Lily the Smith.
Lily?
All right, you. We never put a location for Lily, so we'll say Lily is the Smith in Lockhaven. All right. You visit Lily at the forge. Ah, Jasper, hello.
Hey, Lily.
It's like, oh, it's good to see you again. I haven't seen you since the celebration.
Yeah.
Look at that, you got a fine dapper now. You got a fine coat now.
Thank you. So how have you been doing then?
Things have been going well. Just, bits and bobs here and there. My dad's been getting old, so I'm gonna be taking over the shop soon.
Alright. And then I think I'll probably see if I can help her. Like if I can help her out with the shop then a bit.
What was that?
I'm going to see if I can essentially I'm trying to I don't know how to word this for whatever reason.
Are you trying to talk her?
What?
Are you trying to sweet talk her?
No, I'm just trying to help out on like basically like work with her in the smith.
Oh, it's like hard worker or whatever it's called. Use that.
What?
Labor.
Yeah, labor, I guess, is what I would use.
All right, yeah.
So help her out.
You can make a laborer check if you wish.
All right. That
I will say
is
obstacle 2, easy.
Yeah, I got 2 successes.
All right. Yeah, you just spend a day hanging out with your friend. You guys catch up on old times, on your last year. You talk about the future and what you're hoping to do next year, and how good things are going to be in spring. She shares all kinds of stories with you, and you help around the forge, doing what you can.
That's
hanging
nice.
out with your friend.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Fat Finn wants to tame a bird.
Yes.
Darrow, so I'm gonna say
I have an idea as to how.
I have an idea as to how.
Okay.
Better not feed my bee to it.
No. I was gonna feed it like little crumbs and stuff, but like healthy crumbs.
Healthy crumbs.
Like seed bread or something.
I think one day, during one of his hunting missions, Darrow and Jasper are up on a rooftop on Lockhaven. Not supposed to be on these rooftops, or there's no ladders or anything up there, but they're up there.
Yeah.
They've managed it, and Fat Finn scrambles up to you guys as you're like you've taken a few pot shots at sparrows to scare them away.
Well, the damn birds are attacking the fields and eating up the farmers' hard work.
It's snowy. It's a snowfield right now.
Oh, you're right. Well, I don't like birds.
I love birds.
What do you not like? Weasels? Is that it?
I hate weasels. They're evil.
Okay. How do you feel about disease?
Stink.
Just trying to gauge on your likes and dislikes.
What did you say? Like, what was the last thing?
I said just trying to gauge on your likes and dislikes.
No, the last thing you asked if I liked.
Oh, I said, what, do you like disease?
No. That makes me sad.
All right, then.
Why? Do you like it?
No. It was a joke.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Mail!
Yes!
You hear in the distance.
No.
Yes!
Jasper, you spot it. It's flying overhead. And this
Right
is one
in
for
the
all
eye.
3 of you. It's called unfinished business, baby!
I'm going to shoot it right in the eye.
No! I want to try to tame it.
That huge thing?
Yes.
Good luck.
I will ride it like a stallion.
Is that the goal, then?
Yes.
To tame it?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
What kind of conflict does that make this?
Yeah, what kind of conflict does that make it?
Oh
A
god.
suicidal one?
Speech!
Oh man. Okay.
Yeah.
Or negotiation.
Or negotiation, yeah.
Oh god, let me look at it. Okay. Argument, chase. It could end up being chase. Fight animal, journey, negotiation, speech, war. You guys do not have the haggler skill. I think this is other, and I think the attack skill is not what, you need a attack skill. Okay. Let's fucking, I think this is other, and we need to attach a skill to it.
We also need a skill for defend, feint, and maneuver.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I have Persuader.
Instructor.
What was that, Jordan?
I said instructor. As the attack.
Oh, you never told me about how well my hunting thing went. By the way.
This is the resolution of that.
Oh boy.
Okay, Persuader is a strong possibility for one of the moves at least.
Baker? Because, like, I don't know, I'm baking treats for it. I keep these treats in my pocket.
I don't think this is a cooking conflict. I think this is a conflict of you trying to tame a crow, a raven.
Ravens are huge compared to mice, by the way.
I know.
It is the exact same equivalent of trying to tame a rock, basically.
Well,
just put googly eyes on it.
No, a rock is in the mythical bird.
I know.
You punk. Don't make fun of me. You'll make me angry. Darrow angry.
What?
So I think this will be negotiation.
Okay.
With Persuader in lieu of attack and defend.
Okay.
So you guys are on the rooftops. The raven has landed on another rooftop, and you three begin making your way over to it. On top of the towers of Lockhaven. Mail.
I really don't see why I shouldn't just put a hole in it.
It shall be mine.
We gotta
There's
roll
that
disposition
youth.
first. So yeah, give me a add Persuader to your will. Roll persuasion dice to the number of will you have, which is
3 dice plus 5.
3 dice plus 5, plus another 2 for your allies in this.
So plus another two
dice.
or
2 dice.
Okay.
And you add the successes.
So 5.
Yeah.
To the 5 of your will.
Okay, so that's 4 successes. That's a 5, 4, 6, and 5. And then
That
a
is
1.
9 disposition. The raven must roll its nature. I forgot. This is a game where I also have to roll sometimes.
Yeah.
What is the nature of a raven? What is the nature of a raven?
What is the nature of a raven?
What is your name? What is your quest?
Let's see. Their nature is scavenging, tricksing, flying, and stunting. But the number, okay. That's how I need many more dice. 3, 4, 5, 6. You know what? We're just gonna take the big ridiculous one. Fuck it.
Do it.
All right. The raven. Quoth the raven. Meow! Okay. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. All right. 6 plus. Okay. Alrighty then. So next, so we are going to play out a conflict, guys.
Yes.
You
That's
guys.
what it's all about.
Yeah. What is happening? I have to choose moves. So this raven, it's a tricksy raven.
A foxy raven.
Yeah. He's a tricksy fella. So he's going to. All right, I've chosen his moves.
Well, you know, I do be maneuvering.
You have deceiver.
So what were the moves again that you really wanted to choose for each?
So it's attack and defend are persuader, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And then feint and maneuver would be deceiver.
Okay. Feint and maneuver would be deceiver.
I should do attack or defend.
I've got 2 in persuader. I got nothing in deceiver.
I have 2 in persuader.
None of you have deceiver.
I have 3 in persuader. What happens if we use deceiver?
Oh, that's just trying to do it, right?
What if we do deceiver?
We do
Feint and maneuver.
no, but it'd be the
Like, how would we do it?
You're trying to lure the bird, like let you get.
No, it would be
the
the
bird
luck.
mostly.
It would be the luck roll, right?
Yeah.
First time, beginner's luck.
Yeah, beginner's luck.
I will also say that other checks could be made if you guys, depending on the plans you guys are making, and how you're going to tame this bird.
I can still wrap it up if we need to. So
I mean, what I'd prefer to do is like use my fighter, but I don't want to fight it.
well, obviously.
I'm thinking maybe I'll use instructor and try and teach it commands. Like,
that would work. Like command it to.
Yeah.
Also, we need our goals. Your guys' goal: tame the raven.
Yes.
Raven's goal: get a shiny.
Okay.
That is an admirable goal.
Okay.
Or mail.
Leave the mail alone.
My mother's care package.
So I would like to use instructor if I can for something. Maybe.
You have to sell it to me.
Well, no, I'm saying I would like, if I can get on it, that I would like teach it commands and stuff. Like I would command it to do things and, instruct.
But
Like, don't attack. I don't know, stuff like that.
like hit it on the beak and say no.
Yeah, kind of.
So like kind of dog whisper it instead of like.
Yeah. Like dog training, sort of, except for it's a.
Ravens and crows are the smartest birds, by the way.
Okay, so maybe I will instruct it to learn from me. I don't know. Like, do you know what I'm trying to do, Harper?
Yeah, just tell me what attack you want to, like what thing you want to use for it.
I said instructor.
I
No.
know, what move? This is a conflict.
Oh, okay. I would say, maneuver.
And I think before you guys can do that, you need to like actually be able to get close to it. And so we'll say you could probably do that next round.
Okay. Then I think I will attack with persuasion.
So yeah, I think this is Persuader Deceiver until you can get close.
Okay.
And manage to get on its back.
Okay, I will attack. Somebody else want to attack too and then defend?
Sure,
So-
I'll attack.
Did my scout and Pathfinder both went up, right?
What was it?
Or my scout and Pathfinder are now both 3, right?
Scout and Pathfinder are both 3.
Can I use Pathfinder for maneuver to get us closer to the bird?
Yes. Yeah, I'll say Pathfinder is like trying to be sneaky about it or run along very quickly along the roof tiles, while Persuader is like, hey birdie, don't want to hurt you.
Yeah.
Suck it
So-
up on there. So what's the happenings?
Should we do attack with persuader, and then maneuver with Pathfinder and then something else? Or should we do maneuver with Pathfinder, attack with persuader, and then something else?
And then I'll defend with Persuader as well.
Okay, so maneuver, attack, defend?
Yeah.
Okay,
Maneuver, attack, defend?
yes.
Alright, it's worth noting, what weapons are Darrow and Jasper using?
I'm let's see.
Or you know what, you guys have all your equipment with you, so we won't worry too much about it, but you could end up, for the physical ones, you could use the bow or hook and line or sword
Would
or
it
whatever.
What does the bow
Count
do
as
again?
deception for the purposes of trying to sneak around to get closer? I'm looking at the argument area for the sample weapons.
Yes. Okay, good. They have a section for that. Yes, you can do such things if you have such things. Oh, good. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, argument doesn't apply here. No, I'll say for the physical things of like getting closer, like Pathfinder, you guys can still use your weapons. Or like if Darrow was like, I'm gonna just like straight up like hook and line it. We're gonna get a little more D&D here, kids.
Yeah, okay.
Of like how you guys want to go about this. We can
I would
change up
like-
the conflict type.
So it
All
can't
right.
get away. I'd like to hook and line it then.
Hawkeye
Yeah.
Green Arrow style with the bow.
Yeah.
It's a hook.
No, do you know what I'm saying? Like, with like trick arrows.
Oh yeah, trick arrows.
a boxing glove attached to an arm.
like now they have like sometimes they'll
Sometimes I
have like
want
a
to
zip
punch
line
people
arrow or
very
something
far
like
away.
that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna try and like get on its back.
Okay,
get-
who's maneuvering?
I'm maneuvering.
Right? Yeah.
It is maneuver versus feint.
So, would I be able to add any dice to the maneuver?
Look at
Anything like
your
that?
Test.
look at your traits.
Okay. Well, no, that's not what I'm talking about.
So
I'm
for
talking about
maneuver, you are
as
using
far as like,
Pathfinder, yes?
yes, as far as like weapon wise.
You can use your sword.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I will do. Could I also use birdwise?
You could use Birdwise. Birdwise applies to this whole damn fight.
So that would give me an extra die, right?
Yep.
And then, using my sword would give me another one, right?
Yeah. Well, we
Okay.
can justify that as being like you're going up the roof tiles and like literally like remove your sword like to plunge into the roof whenever you feel yourself slip. And it's keeping the bird distracted.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's shiny.
But it is feint versus maneuver. So maneuver versus feint
Is independent, I believe.
is independent. Yeah. Okay. So played against feint or maneuver, the maneuver action is tested independently. Margin of success. It's all the stuff. And then a feint. So
If played against a maneuver, test feat at obstacle 0. Successes are removed from the opponent's disposition.
yep, he's gonna do some damage to you. One, two, three, four. Four successes.
I got 4 successes as well.
All right, you guys have 5 disposition left. But you do get to maneuver. You can disarm one of your opponent's weapons.
What
Might do
was
that.
it using essentially?
The Raven is weapon-wise. Their weapons are their wheeling wings and poking beak. Which
I think I
the
will
wings allow them to
disarm.
maneuver.
I'll disarm their wings.
Okay,
Or
Jasper jumps on the wing.
and I will impede them.
All right, and they get minus one dice to their next action. The next action is attack of who?
Me.
Versus maneuver. Attack versus maneuver is.
Wait, what effect does disarming the wings have again?
Disarming has removed his ability to maneuver.
Okay.
Or at least to get extra dice to maneuver. Or defend. That's what the wheeling wings gave the Raven. A +1 dice to maneuvering and defending. Since this is a very physical thing for the Raven.
All right. So how many do I roll? I have a sword.
So
That's
maneuver
one.
versus attack versus maneuver is a
And then I have-
versus. So yeah, it's a versus test. You go ahead and roll your attack of persuader or instructor. I'll say instructor works now because Jasper is on its wing. It's like it can't fly. You can jump
What is
on.
now?
Huh?
What is my instructor now? Is it 3 still?
You're what?
My instructor, what is it?
It is still 3.
Okay.
I just found something terrible.
What?
I can. There we go. I sent it in the messenger.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, I didn't send it yet. There we go.
Where did Jonathan go?
I don't know. Maneuver versus attack. Blah, 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 blah.
Oh no, that's crazy. I don't like that.
Yeah, right.
I don't like that. Okay.
Okay,
idea.
so if you win, you do damage. If he wins, he gets margin of success over you and gets to mess with you guys.
And then, so I get 4 dice because of my sword, right?
That was a failure before, wasn't it? Oh god. Okay.
How many dice do I get?
Huh?
How many dice do I get? 4 because of my sword?
I don't think you're using your sword in this particular in an instructor or persuader unless you're whapping it.
Oh. Could I use my walking stick for that? I
Are you whapping it?
want to whap it.
You the whap goblin?
What? What'd you say?
Are you the whap goblin?
I'm not the whap
Whap.
goblin.
No.
Okay.
Hey,
So,
it's whapping time.
Also, so just 3 then.
Yeah, just 3.
What did you replace my rational with? I forget.
I replaced your rational trait with young.
Sorry, my phone died.
It's
Could
all
I
good.
use bold for this?
You could use bold for this. You didn't miss much. We're still negotiating Fat Finn's moves.
All right.
Roll your dice.
We can't have help on these rolls, right?
No. There's a conflict. I don't think so.
Okay. Oh! Okay, that was 6,654.
All right. So that's 4 disposition total minus the margin of success for the Raven, who rolled really badly and only got 1 success out of all their dice.
Outstanding.
So you deal 3 disposition damage to the Raven.
Yes.
You guys are at 5.
All right.
The next one is Darrow defending versus the Raven fainting.
Oh boy.
If
I think that's.
a feint against a defend, the defender may not test. The feinter makes an independent test, and target's disposition is reduced by the number of successes.
No.
So Darrow is as Fat Finn is on one wing, like that's right, Birdie, calm down. And Jasper's on the other wing, impeding it. Actually, no, you guys. Oh right, I messed up last time. Fuck it, you guys deal the full 4 of damage because they weren't supposed to have. No, I'll reduce 1 dice this time because I forgot to reduce a dice last time. They only got 1 success, and you know what? This kind of matters more. So we're losing the big dice. All right, so it's 1 less dice for Jasper's defense. But yeah, Darrow is talking about how stupid an idea this is, but he's gonna help. You guys do take 4 points of disposition damage, so you're down to 1.
Yikes. All right,
As
we have to
Jasper
do-
and Fat Finn are flung from the Raven into Darrow, as the Raven like does a big old spinny thing, and you guys are like ah.
I think everybody should attack at this point.
I was going to say.
I have to disagree on the grounds that we could, if we lose
I'm
even
choosing
one
the
more
Raven's
disposition.
moves.
What?
I'm choosing the Raven moves. All right,
Because
done.
lose even one more disposition, then we're kind of done for. So maybe we should defend.
I think we should attack because if they faint at all, we get to go, like, we get to do whatever. I think.
Yeah.
Is that what it said? If played
Yeah.
against attack, fainting player may not attack.
The only reason why I suggested attacking, right, just so you can understand where I'm coming from, is so we can end it since we only have one disposition in the first place.
Yeah.
Then we'll have to do a huge compromise as well.
Oh, but
Yeah.
doesn't defend give us
It gives us disposition back.
yeah, okay, let's defend then. Yeah.
Okay, defend, attack, attack.
Or do you want me to keep maneuvering?
No, I think we need to defend or attack this time. Not
I'll
maneuver.
defend first if that's fine.
Okay.
Or wait, what was defend?
Defend, for the purposes of this.
Is persuade, right?
Yeah, we'll say persuader.
Okay.
Unless you can justify something else to his crazy raven.
That raven is kind of crazy.
Trying. Oh well. Let's see. I can't. I mean, other than maybe Hunter.
Yeah, I would say hunter, depending on what Darrow's actions are.
Okay. If I whacked it, if I did whap it, like once, would that be enough for fighter?
Sure.
Okay. I'm gonna whap it once. Guys, I'm gonna use fighter and attack, but I don't care when I go.
If I try and pin the wing I'm on,
Yeah.
would that count as Hunter for attack?
Not like a physical stabbing, just kind of like taking out of commission. Like, or just trying to like stop him, like.
Basically just, or maybe quite literally rustling a bird's feathers.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Would
can
that
do
count
that.
as Hunter?
Yeah, that would be fine.
All right. And then I will do
Who goes
birdwise
first?
for the-
What is first?
Yeah.
What?
Going first.
Okay.
Huh?
Who is going first and what are we doing?
I mean, I guess I'll go first.
What's your
And
move?
You
So attack, defend. Is that what we're doing?
attack, defend, attack. Is that what we're
Okay.
doing? I think that's what we're doing, right?
Okay.
Okay.
Attack, defend, attack?
Yeah.
Alright, who's attacking first?
I can. Yeah. All right.
Jasper's going first?
I think so.
Yeah.
It is
Yeah.
attack against feint,
All right.
which is the good life. Roll
So
all your
I
attack
will-
as the raven is like, "Bah!" and tries to scare you guys.
And we're just like, no.
Hunter,
Jasper begins
Birdwise.
ruffling its feathers.
and then, how many traits can I put on this?
How many do you want to?
I think I could do dedicated. But can I also
Determined.
do rational? And maybe
I don't know
brave?
if this is a rational situation.
Okay. I'm using rationality to determine that messing up a bird's feathers would kind of hurt it
Take
emotionally.
your dice.
What?
Take your dice.
Okay. And then, could I do brave?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm rolling so many dice. All right. Using 3 traits and a wise. Oops. All right. Could have been better. That is 4 successes.
4 successes. All right. Next up, it is defend, which is Darrow, yes,
Mm-hmm.
against attack.
Oh,
This is a
nice.
versus.
Okay.
Roll
Hey.
well, Daryl.
Yeah, what are you using to defend?
Hmm. Could I use tough?
You could use tough in this.
Yeah. And what was my new feature I got?
The
Stubborn?
new one you got was stoic.
Stoic? I mean, that could work too, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So could I use both of those?
Yeah.
And then I can't use my hook and line. Not really.
It's not useful to this particular situation, no?
No. I think. Oh, can I use my apiarist?
In what way?
Tuttle flies in front of the raven's eyes.
To distract it and defend you
Yeah.
guys?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, roll your dice. You can use
5
apiarist.
then.
Go, Tuttle! I choose you!
Pedro. Those are 3 successes, 2 schmecks.
3 successes total?
Yeah.
Or a persona.
Oh, cool. A 60-side die.
Fate or persona, maybe.
I am looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 successes on the Raven's part.
Oh, no.
Fate or persona.
What would that do? That would just give me 1 point.
Persona, you can tap your nature.
Yeah, I'll do persona. Sure.
That's to re-roll your 6s, yes?
No,
No,
persona is
tap your nature.
add 1 die per point spent or tap nature.
Okay, yeah. You have 6 persona points. Spend them as you will.
Yeah. Okay. What does tap nature mean exactly?
You may spend a persona point to add your nature rank to any roll aside from resources or circles. If outside of your nature, the ability is automatically taxed by 1. If the roll is failed, nature is taxed by margin of failure.
Nature on page 232. Okay.
So I think you roll your nature.
So the deal with nature, tapping nature, you may add your nature ability to your ability score. Okay, so that is auto. It just adds your nature ability. So basically what I think okay, hold on. Because I've never fully understood nature as it is. So what I think it is, and I could be wrong entirely, you get to use it, but if it's against your nature, it takes away one of your nature. It goes down by one, and if it's with your nature, it goes up. And basically the idea is you never want to reach 7 or 0.
Oh, wow. I don't know what to do. It's kind of confusing, honestly.
It is. They don't...
Yeah. Does
Okay,
like
but there's taxing. From 5 to 3, you can reduce your original ranking to 4. What?
what does tapping your nature do?
I'm
Like
trying to figure that out.
like
If
how do
nature
we
is
do
used in a situation outside of escaping, hiding, climbing, and foraging, and the roll has failed... Okay. Okay. I see now. So if you tap your nature and you fail, it taxes your nature. So you note your current nature in a slash next to your original. So you always have your original. And then that was actually a thing. If you guys weren't at your original during this winter session, you can restore it back. But if you succeed, then you're fine.
Okay. Sure, let's do it.
All right. All right, so you add Darrow's nature of 5. So yeah, it is rolling dice. Or
roll
wait,
5.
no, is it rolling dice? God damn it, they just got it. Because they just say
Add it. Yeah.
wait. Okay, if it is successful, okay, then there is no tax. Okay. This is a confusing part that we're just now getting to in session 4. We're finally looking at it. All right, so you add 5 to your 3, which beats out his attack of 6. So you guys
Okay, good.
regain 2 disposition.
Brilliant.
Okay.
Yeah, so the bird is like making itself big and like walking towards you like you're like, stop it.
We heard its feeling.
Next up, you guys are attacking versus it's defending.
Oh no. That's the same thing.
That's the same thing, but the other way around. I know the bird is gonna use its ornery skill. Oh, and it's using its mouse wise.
I'm going to whap it.
It's gonna use its cooking skill to wrap you up in burritos.
Use fighter for this because I'm whapping it. And then I'm going to use brave. Let's see.
Okay.
Can I use determined? Did I get determined? Is that what I got instead of jaded?
You got no. You got young. And
no,
instead of driven. You got driven.
Can I use driven?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 dice. Come on.
It got
oh no.
Yeah, tell me your successes.
It got how many successes? I got 3 6s and then the rest are failures. But I think, do I have a fate point?
You have 4.
Okay, I'm going to use a fate point to re-roll those 6s. 3
All right.
6s. I was one more 6 and another 4.
You
Or
get
one
to,
more,
so that's 5 successes. You get to re-roll the 6.
another 6.
That's 6 successes. You get to you get to re-roll that 6.
I'm not lying. Like this is okay. That was a 5.
All right, 7 successes.
Yes.
It's good. That was a good choice because it got 4 successes on its defend, and would have beat your original 3.
Oh no. Okay.
So 7 minus 4, you guys dealt 3 points of disposition.
Yes.
You're like, stop,
Sweet disposition.
stop. Ah, Neil!
Stop.
Ah,
Open.
stick! Stop!
Good.
Next up, next round. All right, the Raven's moves are chosen. What will you do, adventurers?
I'm going to attack and whap it again.
Should I maneuver or should I attack, do you think?
I think we should all attack.
Okay. Are you sure?
But it's guys.
Yeah, sure.
Alright.
I mean, I don't think there's anything else we could do. If we
Right.
tried to defend, we could try and get more points back.
But yeah. Well, I'm going to attack first. Darrow, do you want to defend? And
Sure,
then
I'll defend. I'll continue to defend.
and then attack after Darrow defends.
Yeah.
Sure.
And then I attack first, yes?
Okay.
Okay.
So attack.
Defend, attack.
All right, the first one is attack versus feint.
Okay.
What are you using? You're whapping again?
I'm whapping again.
Oh gosh. Gonna tame this thing, frost giant style.
Yep. Okay. So
This is
7.
independent, yes. Yes.
No. If played against
No,
attack,
Fink doesn't get
player
to
may
do
not
anything.
attack or defend.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's
So-
independent. You do your thing. You roll. Caught him in a feint.
Okay. Okay, I dropped another one. I keep doing this. Okay, well that's 5 successes. No, wait, 6. No, 5. 3 is not a success, correct?
Nope.
Okay. That's 6 successes.
All right, you guys successfully beat the Raven.
Damn.
That's what he gets.
He gets his compromise. So, like, Fatfin is like, no, stop. Want to tame you.
Yes.
Male. All right, he wants his something shiny.
Oh boy.
And as part of the compromise, this is an interesting thing. This isn't supposed to happen. I'm gonna do. Okay, you guys managed to communicate with this very intelligent bird,
Mhm.
whapping it with sticks, getting it to stop. So I think the compromise is going to be. Trying to think what a good compromise is. And I think let's see. You lost a lot, so he can ask for a lot. That was a narrow victory.
Yes.
I think after that fight, you guys are hungry and thirsty.
Okay.
After all that dealing with a raven on the rooftop, you guys are hungry and thirsty.
Yeah, makes sense.
And if Darrow, in place of hungry and thirsty, Darrow can be angry because he doesn't like the bird.
Why did we have to spend all this time on that bird?
Is that an agreed upon condition for y'all?
No. What? No, I don't like that. Jordan, stop it.
What?
Jordan's sending us pictures of weird dice, and it's ugly. It's ugly, really. It's ugly and disgusting.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, what the hell?
It's ugly and disgusting.
Okay.
It's a clear D24.
You guys take hungry and thirsty.
Yeah.
Darrow, do you want angry instead, or are you good?
Angry's fine. That
Okay, you
doesn't
want-
seem out of character.
Actually, I think I have to do hungry and thirsty. No, I can do them whatever. Okay. Do you want?
Either or.
Yeah, we'll do hungry and thirsty for now. All right. You guys have now a raven. That Fat Finn is keeping on the rooftops, and we'll
I bring
exchange.
good.
I don't know how we're gonna resolve how you use and keep this thing entirely, but you cut a deal.
Yes.
All right.
And we'll resolve how exactly that plays out in future games. For now, you guys, we did 1 year of Mouse Guard, guys.
We did.
Like, it's probably an actual last year too, in real time for us to do 4 games of this thing. But yeah, and we get to do the usual end of session stuff. It's what we fight for. So there were no goals, so we're not going to worry about that one. So we just choose the last couple things for persona points. MVP, workhorse, and embodiment. Who is the MVP? Who is the workhorse? Don't know if these apply right now.
Yeah.
But let's pick them.
Okay.
Who was an MVP and who was a workhorse? Just first thought, don't even think about it. First thought out of your head. Jordan, go. That's not a player. Who's the MVP? Who's the MVP? Jonathan, go. No thinking.
MVP. MVP would be Fat Finn. Sure.
All right. Quinn. Quinn, who the MVP? Go.
Yeah.
All right.
You voted for yourself.
Workhorse. Jordan, go.
Workhorse,
Quinn, go. Workhorse, John. This one doesn't work for the winter session.
Say me.
Yes.
Workhorse.
Okay, workhorse was definitely, I think, Darrow or Jasper.
There's no character named Darrow Jasper.
I'm inclined to say Jasper because he jumped on the wing.
Yeah.
All right. 1 persona for Fat Finn for MVP, 1 for Jasper for workhorse. And then, do we believe Darrow embodied his character?
Angry? Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, yes.
All right. You used a persona point earlier, didn't you? No. Yes.
Darrow used a point. I used a fate point.
Yes. I don't know if I marked that before, so I think we're going to keep that the same. And with that, there we go. We did it. 1 year. Year 1 is done.
Raven.
And we will begin in spring for year 2 of Mouse Guard when next we pick up.
Nice.
And perhaps we'll add another guard to the patrol. Maybe not. We'll see.
Yeah.
All right. Good job, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks.